Hello YouTube and welcome back to the crumbs of the slice of Sampai. I am going to be showing you guys some very quick settings here that will make playing support way easier and just overall simply better. Better is a very general word and it really applies here. So to access these settings, you're going to press escape, go to the settings to the bottom middle, and the settings will be in the gameplay tab to the left here, the fourth option, and it will be combat related settings. So all the way at the top here, make sure show heal font is on. Ideally for supports, this should be a bit less, but this is overall thing for all your characters. It really doesn't matter. But what really matters is making sure that raid member show HP bar is off. Because again, all your support skills, I mentioned this in the last video, they only affect your party members. So seeing HP bars of your raid members in a raid can get a little distracting, especially if you're new to supports, and even veteran supports, they keep this off because it just minimizes or basically eliminates human error entirely, mistaking someone from the different party as your own. And then the second thing is this one really applies to everybody, to be honest, but include buff effects of party members should be the one that you should have selected, nothing else. It eliminates a lot of the visual clutter on your screen, again, minimizing any form of confusion. Both of these are fine. You can turn off the trail effects if you want. I just have it at this, doesn't quite matter. Companion opacity, I have this as low, some people have it as none. Or they just completely turn off display my pet. I believe displaying other people's pets, this should be off, because a lot of the time I personally get confused a lot when I see like a pet lagging behind, because I'm looking at too many things at the screen, right? As a support, you're like paying attention to what a lot of people are doing. So when you like with your peripheral vision, you see display others' pets, and then you see a lot of pets, especially that they lag behind like the others' movements. It can get really distracting really quickly, and it happens like all the time. So I just turned it off, which kind of sucks because I did like, seeing other people's pets. And mine is still on. I do have it at low, and at first it was a little bit bothersome, but me keeping at low, just over like a few days, I got used to it, and now my pet never bothers me. Everything is fine until here. And then another really important thing is making sure cursor aim is off. Your cursor, the issue with this is if we just like read it here, what it does is you're aiming on top of a foe target, but as supports, you are aiming at your allies. So what I noticed would happen when this was on was the skills I'm aiming at allies near the boss would sometimes just meme the fudge out and not hit my allies, which you don't want. And honestly, having cursor aim off, it's a little different. I don't think it's harder. I just think it's a little different. You get used to it over like a raid or two. But it is better for supports, full stop, because again, you're aiming your allies, not the boss. And this one's personal preference. Skill screen shake. It gets a little, it was cool at first, but it got a little boring after a while and a little bit distracting at times. Some people I know even got a little nauseous, so they had to turn it off. So yeah, if you're someone like that, turn it off. Skills instant cast, this is great for supports, but again, this is like all of these settings affect all your characters. So this can really screw up some characters that have to do with animation canceling. Summoner and Sork come to mind first off. So just keeping this off, it's okay, and just don't get used to it. Unless you'll never play a Summoner or Sork, then, skill instant cast will only be really great for you. And then, yeah, skip dungeon cutscenes. This is just overall a great thing for people. And then pet bonus buff, you can just do not display this. I think that one is, I wouldn't say mandatory, but it's really, really helpful. It just declutters your buff bar. There are other things that can declutter your buff bar too, like the cooking bonus doesn't matter too much for supports, but again, everything here matters to other characters, and sadly, these are not character specific settings. Pet bonus buff though clutters everyone, really. So just do not display is just best for your support and for all your characters. Another great setting will actually be here in name tags. And this is where you get to see, like, if you get to see my character here, like the name tags above her, you see the title, the guild, her name, obviously, rhyme. And what you would like to do here is, at the very least, I believe, at the very, very least, you want to remove show title, you want to remove show guild name of the raid name tags here, third option. And the reason for this is same logic as what we did here with show HP bar. You're removing more assets from the other party's character. So now your eyes are a lot more trained, I guess, or it'll be way quicker for your brain to go like, oh, this isn't an ally, like I don't care. Some people even go like a whole step forward and they completely remove all of these. I don't know if I agree necessarily with removing show chat bubble. The show name, taking that off, sure, okay, that's fine, honestly. The show chat bubble though, I don't know. Chat bubble, by the way, that's when someone speaks. So hello, chat bubble, this is it. So you don't even get to see what they're saying. You have to read chat down here to see what they're saying. So if you feel like this turning it off will help, then go right ahead. And that's all the settings I have for you guys. These settings, I did trend into the more general settings too, which will be a later video, so look forward to that. Subscribe if you haven't. But these ones are really the pretty crucial ones for support. I did mention a few, extra ones you can put in. How do you know if they'll help you or not? You really have to just try it out for yourself. It'll take like a raid or two, but you'll get the hang of it. You can, of course, just completely copy my settings and my recommendations, and then if you feel like something's still off, look back and see the other stuff I mentioned you can do. If any of the explanations made sense to you, obviously just follow that from the get-go. It's really just up to you, go ahead. What this is aiming to accomplish is to make playing support easier and better for you. So let me know in the comments below whether there was a setting that made sense to you and you're gonna try it out, a setting that I may have missed, by accident, that you want to share with everybody else so they can benefit from it too. Just write them down in the comments below. If you have any questions, of course, comments, or you can see me on my Twitch, and bye.